Okay, so on to the very last track in Scott's Rock Saloon 535 mini-series, and we are doing another artist or band that we've never reacted to, or I don't even know. I haven't known any of these artists, by the way. So if you're only just joining us now and you want to go through a bit of a musical journey with me, go to the beginning of this series, because every single artist over here I've never heard of before, and they've all been really interesting. This one is called Triumph, Fight the Good Fight. Before we even get into that, I just want to say thank you, Scott, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you for requesting the 535, and I thank everybody who requested the 535s. I hope you guys are enjoying this product, and I hope you guys are enjoying all the reactions. There's still lots more to come. But yeah, I just want to say thank you, and thank you for everybody who watches, even if you haven't bought series or whatever else, just by supporting the channel in terms of just watching my content. That for me is good enough. Let's get straight into this. Let's wrap up the series. This is Triumph, Fight the Good Fight. Let's see what we got. The sound of this over here, and I love the messaging over here. I mean, back in the day, they always had great messaging. I always, like I said before in one of my other reactions, when you actually heard like satanistic music back in the day, or music that wasn't somewhat hedonistic, right? That was the counterculture, right? Because the culture was actually good in the musical space. It was all really deep, really substantive, great meanings, something that you could pull from, and something that you could listen to that would relate to your own life, right? And the counterculture was the sexual stuff with the sexual mores and all that kind of crap, the licentious stuff and all that. That was the counterculture. Today, it's actually flipped. Today, you don't have this kind of stuff anymore. And what's happened is that the hedonistic, satanistic stuff has become the commercialized mainstream culture, right? And good music like this with good messaging has become the counterculture. You know what I mean? It's crazy how that's flipped on its head. Let me know if you agree with me down in the comments. And what's going on with my light? It feels like my light is looking to rock out as well. Okay, maybe I'd like the song so much that it just started flashing. Let's go. Nothing in my pockets, and I got nothing up my sleeve. I keep the magic in my heart. Keep up your spirit, keep up your faith, baby. The fact that he said keep up your spirit and keep up your faith. It looks like our light wants to rock out with us. Okay, I think the batteries are actually flat on that thing. Anyway, so that's keep up your spirit and keep up your faith. Faith is an unbelievably important thing, right? Because a lot of people don't have faith. A lot of people feel that that's some fugazi bullshit, you know what I mean? That means absolutely nothing. It actually does mean something. If you believe in something, if you have faith in something, right? The likelihood of that, if you focused and locked in on that, because you have faith, the likelihood of that working out is almost 100%, right? The problem is that the bad things that happen in your life are always on the periphery, specifically when you've got a set goal, right? So you've got a set goal over here, and you're like, okay, I'm starting off, and I believe in this. If you lose faith, the moment you lose faith, you turn your attention to the bad thing, and then you completely disengage from the goal that you want to achieve. You disengage from that, you disengage from your faith, right? And then you're in the devil's playground. Do you know what I mean? So if you are tempted by that, then you're in the devil's playground. Then everything will go wrong. Do you know what I mean? Faith is saying, okay, I am fucking traveling this journey and there is stormy seas and there's stormy waters out there, right? But I need to have faith that I will break through that. So I need to focus on my consistent rowing. The moment you be like, oh no, you stop, that momentum stops, right? And you turn to look at how everything is dark around you, you're going to be consumed by that darkness. You need to keep rowing. You need to have faith. It may look like you're not going to get out of that storm, but if you stop and you stop that momentum, you're not going to get out of that storm, which means you've lost faith. You've lost faith in yourself to get out of it. You know what I mean? You got to keep focused, because the moment you detach from that focus, right? And you focus on and you look towards the negative or towards the things that are not going right, you're in the devil's playground. He's looking for you to look elsewhere. He wants to drag you in. And I'm not talking devil from the biblical standpoint. Devil within you, right? Turning to cheap happinesses, turning to cheap thrills, turning to distractions and things like that. That's the devil inside your own mind that does that. Do you know what I mean? Come on, man. Guitarist just looks like a trucker, like he just came off the interstate to just quickly perform this, and then he's got to get back on the road. Come on. With yourself, you got to take a look inside your head. How are you thinking? What's your attitude? Your attitude is the most important thing, actually. That's the most important thing, is your attitude. If your attitude and your mind's not right, everything's gonna fail. Let's go. Very important thing over there, nothing good is free, right? Anything that has value you need to work for. I've said this before, I've used this analogy before, in terms of, not even analogy, I've used this statement before, in terms of like, if you see someone on the beach with an unbelievable body, literally completely chiseled, six-pack, chest, whatever else, right? Why do you admire it? Why do you admire it? Why does it have value, right? Because you know that was hard to attain. You know that was hard to attain. Anything beautiful was hard to attain. That's why when you go to Europe and you see these cathedrals and you see these buildings and how they built these crazy things, or when you go to Egypt and you see the pyramids, right? Why do you have such awe for these things, right? Not only because it's fascinating and it comes from a certain time in history, but the fact that how did they build this? This must have been fucking hard to do, man. This is crazy. You know how much work went into it. You know how much blood, sweat, and tears. It's the unspoken thing. You know that to build something like that, people needed to give and sacrifice everything to make something so beautiful that's lasted for centuries, so that you could eventually see it, right? Everything of value takes hard work. Everything of value is hard to attain. Do you know what I mean? Anything that you're chasing that is cheap is going to be cheap. It's going to be cheap. It's not going to be worth anything, right? Anything that's difficult and hard to attain is going to have value. That's why it has value, is because you know that there's a lot of work that goes into it. There's an answer in your heart. Take a look inside your heart. Every moment of your lifetime. Every minute, every day. Fight the good fight every moment. Make it work. The guitars and the drumming in this is fire, man. Absolutely fire. Turns on those guitars now. Geez, back in the day, they really like to drag out the instrumentation. It's like, okay, end it now. You know what I mean? I felt like they just did it to do it. For me, personally, I love the song, but back in the day, that's the one thing I never liked, is when they just drag out that instrumentation. It's cool and it's impressive and it's super talented and stuff like that, but it gets too much. It gets so monotonous at a certain point. Like this can just be like, when he said thank you very much, bang, end it. You know what I mean? But they will still drag this out. Like they literally, like they don't want to go. It was just a thing they did. mean, it's really good. I mean, I love the song. I must be honest. I love the song. But as you guys know, if you know that you've watched my channel, you've watched me react to stuff before, specifically with this old stuff, when that instrumentation, and I know it's done in concert for a reason. I know that they drag out the instrumentation for a reason, right? But for me, in concert or even watching the video, I'm like, all right, okay, I get it. Just end it now. Do you know what I mean? I like things being sweet and concise, right? I say that, but then sometimes I will talk forever. So I'm hypocritical on that part when it comes to talking and discussion, right? But with music, I like it to be like sweet and concise. Like, give me the song. Love the lyrics, love the instrumentation. Drag the instrumentation out a little bit, but not like 5 minutes where I'm waiting for you to just hit that last drum, you know what I mean? Either way, I love this song. The series was super cool. All brand new artists and all old school stuff, which I absolutely adore, right? Very, very cool series. You guys let me know what you think down below. Scott, thank you very much for this, and I'll catch you in the very next one. Peace!